The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not too not familiar. It's a new craze. Hey, good girls, do you wanna just say, hey, I wanna? Just say, hey, I wanna.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's My Brother and Me, an advice show for the modern era, our special Labor Day edition of our program.
You know what that means?
We didn't stop working. What's that?
It's Labor Day, baby. It's time to, split those giants wide open and get some babies out of them.
Let's induce this Labor Day.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's induce this Labor Day and give birth to a new day for our nation.
I don't think it is ethically. It's both ethically and morally dubious, Labor Day, because I don't think it's right to induce the labor just so that you can participate in the holiday. I don't think it's right to plan your conception 9 months ahead of time, which would be early December or something like that. Who the fuck wants to have sex in early December? Not this guy.
Well, you do it and you stay warm and you don't die in the cold.
True love waits until February.
You have all those necessity babies.
Yeah, sure.
Boy, if you have your baby on Labor Day and your first words to your baby are "get it," that baby's gonna grow up with a really, really, really great sense of humor.
Well, the problem
really
is if you have a baby on Labor Day, it's instantly in a union.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
right.
true. And let me tell you, the baby union, their strikes are unscabbable. Can't be done.
You cannot scab a baby union. Everyone will know the difference.
How are you going to cross a baby picket line?
Yeah,
they're adorable.
Well, it's quite easy. Usually. I mean, they're fucking knee high. You can just
well, that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful. You'll trip right over them.
Yeah, it is a tripping hazard, and they can bite you. That's babies.
Mm-hmm.
And their picket signs are incoherent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're nothing. They're just prints of their hands in paint. It's not even making a really great statement.
Unless they're hyper religious or super politically active parents make them hold the signs. I hate that shit. That kid does not actually think that God hates fags. I know that as a fact. That kid, God loves Pogs, is what that kid wants to hold up. God, give me more Pokemon cards, please. I pray every day for them, and nothing. Dear God, Yu-Gi-Oh! Signed, David, the kid.
That's what happens.
Baby's like Yu-Gi-Oh!
You pray for Jesus to bring you Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and when he doesn't, you blame the homosexuals, and that's that's how Fred Phelps was born.
Okay, so he is the ultimate Yu-Gi-Oh! master.
Right,
no, he would be. He would be
if Jesus would bring us some
Jesus
Yugs.
had brought him some Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
Jesus won't bring him any Yugs, so he hates gays. That's canon at this point, I think.
I guess everything that we've said so far makes sense.
I bet when this episode started, My Brother and Me historians weren't ready that they were going to have to crack open the Hall of Fame vault to put the baby union bid in. they didn't know they'd have to
protesting babies, solid gold.
So soon after they just dipped in last week to put in what hilarious bit from last week did they put in? I forget.
Romney Coladas. They dipped in to put in Romney Coladas. Now they're going to have to trek right back to the Hall of Fame to put baby unions in.
Guys, let's spread it wide. Let's use our Kegels and let's
not belabor the day.
Let's push this 6 pound, 4 ounce. Is that small? I feel like that's normal. Baby. Let's just get this baby of humor out of us.
Let's just get this humor baby out.
The humor is crowning. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, God.
These jokes are 6 centimeters dilating.
I can see the top of its goofs.
Okay.
Hall of Fame. I always have on this show we answer questions, but usually we just make fun of people, but it's like a question show and we'll answer some. Here we go. I always have the same problem when I'm at a party or out with friends. For whatever reason, I'm always introduced to new people just after I come out of the bathroom. My hands are still a little wet from washing, so now I'm stuck stepping out of a bathroom and immediately giving a damp handshake. It doesn't make for a good first impression. So, what's the proper response to a handshake request when you have wet hands? That's washed in Wisconsin. Well washed.
There's so many options.
There's literally dozens, if not hundreds, of options.
Can I help you with just like the top one? Just dry your fucking hands.
That's what your jeans are for.
That's why you have like. That's why they have his and hers.
You know what? That's
whichever-
a new good adult rule. Don't go to parties unless they have fucking guest towels.
Yeah, if they don't have a guest towel, you need to depart. You need to walk out of the bathroom with your hands aloft and say, "I am leaving to go home to dry my hands."
I
in a
can't
more
meet your new
welcoming
girlfriend
environment."
right now. My hands are damp because this party is bullshit.
Why are you shaking anybody's hand?
That's a great question.
Germ factory.
You got to give them elbow bumps, which is the new thing.
Yeah.
I'll do that at a trade show where I don't want to. Hi, I've never met you. You're from a different country. Let's just elbow bump because I don't know. I don't want contagion happening to me.
Sometimes though, people will get overzealous with the bump and they'll want to prove to you that they've got some juice in the tube.
Oh, that's the worst.
And it'll turn into a forearm shiver.
Oh my God.
And that's brutal.
Yeah, because your forearm is just like it's just a big petri dish.
Mine is brittle.
Yeah.
Your
You know,
elbow?
it's practically avian, and when people give me a big bash, it's like,
Yeah.
ugh, it really hurts.
What I do in this situation whenever I have not washed or not dried my hands properly, like
Okay,
an adult,
so a little bit of Freudian truth in there, but go on.
when I have not dried my hands, I just come out and someone tries to introduce me, and I say, "We're not gonna shake, we're gonna hug," and then I just hug them. And
Yeah,
then
but
I
then-
wipe my hands on their back.
Well, that's a good point because isn't your whole body a little damp?
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
Like when you wash it, you guys just get your hands, huh?
So you're saying like when you're at a party and you use the bathroom, you take a shower?
You take a quick shower.
I mean, I use the sink. It's not like a full production, but every
you
part
take
of
a
me,
hobo bath. You take,
every
like,
part of me
full-on-
does. Yeah, I take a library bath. Every part of me does get wet.
Sure.
So,
you get in there.
let's break this down because we've talked about, I think, probably the politics of hand washing 20 times, but you're not actually touching like your butthole or your poopy or your pee-pee or your wee, you know what I'm saying? Like there's paper there. So it's all in your head anyway. So like I guess it's just that you're getting like poop particles from the air up on your hands, and if that's the case, then your whole body is contaminated.
That's a fair point. We're all contaminated. Honestly,
Wait.
your immune system could do well to get some.
So, hold on. I'm sorry, Justin, but Griffin, are you saying that you don't believe hand washing in any way helps?
I'm saying you go to a different country. Throw a dartboard at it. Throw a whole dartboard at a map.
Dartboard at the wall.
Okay, and then get a dart
And then leave their house because you will be asked to leave their house.
throw a dart at a
Flip
map.
a pool table.
And
Fuck
chances
it.
are, whatever country it lands in, they don't even bother. It's just not a cultural thing for them.
And so you're saying that any other country other than America not only doesn't wash their hands, but is far healthier than America?
There's a few. Greenland washes. Australia. West Australia washes. East Australia, they don't give a fuck.
But they wash their hands backwards.
Griffin
The
goes
water
to
flows upwards.
Griffin goes to 2 countries and suddenly he's seeing everything from a global perspective.
I'm just saying you have to. Everything is connected, you guys. The world is getting smaller. So
Are you a citizen of the world yet?
I am a citizen of the Northern Hemisphere. I'm still working on getting my credentials for the Southern Hemisphere. But really,
Okay.
what do they have for us down there?
It's the
Australia.
party hemisphere.
Yeah,
I think we've already got all the gold.
yeah, it's
That's
true.
all they had.
We got all the gold out of there. So
Thanks, Cortez.
you're the best. I don't know. Just
What if you just, like, as you were shaking their hand, you just leaned in and said, "It's not pee, don't worry."
you have to say that. That you're
I didn't
joking,
pee
but
on
you
my
do.
hands are nothing.
If your hands are wet, if their hand when they pull it away is wet from your wetness, guess what? You got to bring it up.
Or you just assert your dominance in the situation. I mean, that is a power move.
Yeah, that's my hand
It
now.
may or may not be pee.
You may or may not have my pee on there.
I'll be
How
able,
is that?
I'll be able to find that hand later because I marked it.
No one
give
else
me-
better touch that hand.
Somebody give me a UV light. That's mine. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I'm just saying, either
feel
dry
like
your
we
hands
talked
or
about-
possibly, if you, as soon as you show up to the party, as soon as you feel that you have to go to the bathroom, look around the room in like a panic state, like, fuck, I've got to meet everybody real quick.
Ooh.
Assuming you're at a private party, like, why are you even washing your hands in a private bathroom? The only reason to wash your hands is because somebody walks in there who looks kind of judgy, or you know them.
Yeah, or you just got to turn the water on for like 10 seconds. You don't have to. Don't even bother getting it wet. That's a good thing. Just turn the water on. Somebody will hear you outside.
Count
Be like,
to
he's
4.
He's a good washer boy. And then you then you walk out, and they think you're a good washer boy, and they say, hey, you sound like a great washer. My name is Dinius. My name is Dinius. And then you shake his hand. He said, oh, you're a good dryer boy too, because it is bone dry down there.
So dry.
You say, yeah, I've really got pretty much every concept mastered. It's nice to meet you.
Listen, this may seem forward, but my name is Dinius Gulper, and I'm the head of the Washing Hands Institute, and I want to bring you in as the greatest ever. I think you could be my champion.
But then suddenly you're living a lie.
Yeah.
And they're like, please tell us how you got so bone dry and so clean.
Yeah,
and you're
right.
like,
They try to do a study because it's like impossible. He promises he washed his hands.
Yeah.
I don't see how he got them.
why would
dry.
he lie to me?
A lot of people tell you to sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat to keep track. That's a lie. You got to do, I do the chorus from Hold On. Just one go of the chorus from Hold On by Wilson Pickett. Who is it?
And what's Wilson Phillips?
I think it's Dinius Phillips.
And what people never tell you is when you do it to a certain song, you have to sing at the top of your lungs so that everyone
great.
outside knows that you're doing it for the right amount of time.
It's good. It's good at a party to just be like, or how about a wake? Just like total silence and condolence and crying, and then someday somebody's gonna tell you to go around and wash your hands, get the germs off there.
Oh, someone's a good washer boy.
Hey, if you guys were to guess, what percentage wise, if 100% is all,
Yeah, that's typically how it works.
Seems mathematically correct.
Sounds so far. What
Sounds
percent would you
feasible.
say wash their hands when somebody enters a room and is in there with them versus wash their hands when they're alone?
100%.
There's a lot of politics that we're going over again here. Like if it's a bathroom with stalls, and then you're in the stall and someone else comes in and sits in the stall next to you but doesn't see your face, you're free to walk out.
Okay, I'm talking percentages though. Do you think no one is doing it for their own edification? Like, are you guys suggesting that if you are by yourself, no one is washing their hands in the bathroom?
I don't know. Since I have tightened up my hand washing habits, I have found myself getting sick less, which I think there's some science to that, probably.
And what I do every time I go to the bathroom, I wash my hands and then brush my teeth. And then comb my hair every time, 3 times.
Travis is an 80-year-old man.
And then I hand the towel back to the attendant, and I say,
Hey.
thank you so much, and I give him $1.
Speaking of the attendant, I wanted to talk about bathroom attendants for a second.
Okay.
As far as I know, they're only in airports. Maybe in strip clubs.
Not
I've
true.
seen twice. And I don't understand why they are in the airport. And I don't understand why I see shoe shiners in the airport and only there. So this is my
Because
question.
we have to have jobs for our poetry majors.
That is very funny, but it doesn't answer my question. Is there another rich person world that is going on in parallel to ours that we only have access to at the airport? Because I mean that's why I like.
So are you
Brookstone.
asking, like, is the airport a great equalizer where you get a peek into?
Is that the only place where our two sort of realities cross over? And because just the logistics of building a rich person airport is just beyond the pale.
Sure.
It is the only place where you see sort of what's going, like $40 for headphones at Brookstone.
Sure.
Chili's to go.
I've got an alternate theory, and it is from my time in my recent time in Germany. Every single restaurant, every single one, every single place we went to, their bathroom had an attendant. And they sat outside between the men and women's room and would offer you
Oh, see, I would like that a lot more.
toiletries or anything that you wanted. So my theory is they're all German immigrants who came to America with stars in their eyes, and then they just kind of got to the airport and they're like, fuck it, this is fine.
Fine.
I've always wanted to, like, when I was at a restaurant, because I've been to several restaurants that had a bathroom attendant.
Whoa!
I know.
Oh.
Count it. And I've been to
I
several
was hoping
restaurants.
you were gonna stop there.
And every time I've seen an attendant, I've always wanted to walk up to, like, the maitre d' or the host or somebody and be like, hey, a bathroom attendant was really nice, and have them go, bathroom attendant?
Yeah.
What do you... Oh, no.
We had a bathroom attendant, but he's been dead for 15 years.
Ghost poop face.
Okay. Well, that's the end of the bit.
Can you edit that part out?
No, I can't.
I was hoping something funnier would come after face.
Okay, I'm gonna remember.
Instead of that.
I'm gonna remember to do that, but there might be a dog outside or something while I'm editing, so it's okay. Don't worry about it. You want a Yahoo?
Give me a Yahoo.
Would that feel better?
Ghost peeper?
Nope.
That's what I was hoping I would say.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's not much better. Here's
That's what I
a
was hoping would come out.
let's just go. This one was sent in by
Slimer. That's how Slimer was born.
Thank you. This one was
Maybe.
sent in by Krista Whalen. Thank you, Krista. It's by Yahoo Answers user Kevin, who asks, if your celebrity crush says he or she will go out with you if you eat just a little bit of his or her poop, would you do it?
Oh, God. Yes.
Yes.
No. Can you reread the question?
If your celebrity crush says he or she will go out with you if...
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Okay.
Go out with you? Listen, if you're talking about an ongoing relationship with my celebrity crush, this isn't just a one-off situation, okay? Anybody who begins the tenor of the relationship
Yeah.
with, just eat a little bit of my poop.
So how did you guys meet? Well,
How did
funny
you guys meet?
story.
Well, it's a
What
terrible...
if that's how I Met Your Mother ends? The
The
series,
last shot of the show is the two kids on the couch horrified.
yeah,
with
the
vomit.
series finale, the episode is 30 seconds long, and Bob Saget's like, all right, here it comes. Are you ready? It's Penelope Cruz, and she said, how you feel about scat? And I said, not great. And she said, well, tough. And then I ate just a little bit. The end.
And the camera pans around and Bob Saget is wearing a ball gag and he's in chains.
Any other questions? Now get out of here. So your mom can poop on me.
Oh, man.
And that is the story. Now your mom says her little whore has done enough storytelling. It's time to get upstairs and do my whore job. Like a good little slut that I am, the dad from How I Met Your Mother. I have to go.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit, that'd be great. Those kids would be so angry. Like, we've been sitting here for 7 years.
And that's how it ends? The end of it is you eat
And
a
he just
little
looks
bit
at her
of
and goes,
poop?
the aristocrats.
Yeah.
Really? What if... So you think it might be a celebrity mother? You think that
And that's
behind-
how I Met Your Mother, Gina Davis.
known archer and scat enthusiast and star of Cutthroat Island, Gina Davis. Earth girls may be easy, but Earth boys will eat your poopy. It's science.
I also feel like
fucking
just revealed too
podcast.
much and letting people know that my celebrity crush is Gina Davis.
Well,
Now Gina Davis or Earth girls are easy era
yeah,
Gina
Commander in
Earth
Chief
Girls,
Gina.
1988 circa Gina Davis.
Okay. Sure.
But also circa 1988 Andy McDowell. So
Oh my God, yes.
I got some weird standards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it includes time travel.
I guess.
And being 8.
I don't want to talk about it.
There isn't. We're not equipped to. We're all in very happy relationships.
I feel like if this question was to hang out with a celebrity you think you
That's
could be
what
best
I'm
friends
saying.
with.
Would you eat a little bit of Alton Brown's poopy just to like?
Well,
hang out
yes.
with him?
Have you seen how well he eats?
Yeah, he would prepare it.
I
Got
think.
way healthy.
Yeah, I'm saying like if you said like eat a little bit of David Tennant's poop, all over it.
Yeah,
Can
sure.
we not have this conversation?
Travis would probably
at
eat a little bit
all?
of David Tennant's poop, even if it meant
Just
not hanging.
cause.
Just if it like just showed up in a FedEx box for me.
Even if I just ran into a dude on the street in London who said, "Hey, you want a bit of David Tennant's poop?" I would ask the price.
Can this not happen?
Let me just
This
ask.
the past
Listen.
3
I only
minutes.
listen. I know you want to get off this subject, but I have like 75 more questions. Do you think there are people out there? And I don't fancy myself a celebrity, but do you think there are people out there who would eat a little bit of our poop just to hang out with us?
Yeah.
I really hope not. Like, I super hope not.
Okay, well, let me rephrase. I bet there are people out there that would just eat our poop. I don't think it
No,
should necessarily
Travis.
have to
No,
do
we're
with
not.
hanging out
No,
with us.
no, we're not. We're not tenant level, but I think we have a little
No,
bit.
no. I'm saying just because I think there are people out there that like to eat poop.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Guys, everything that's happening right now is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Okay.
Justin,
wanna-
there's not a single celebrity whose poop you would eat to hang out with them.
There is not a single person who's.
Antonio Banderas.
Okay. You got me. Shit. You had to cut to the core of me, Travis.
Let's
I need
we
to
gotta
talk
go.
about like something like humans talk about.
I need to take like a big gulp of water and just.
Ugh.
That's not a big gulp.
I hate this stupid podcast. I just moved in an apartment for the new semester of my college year. While my room looks good, I have an issue. There is nothing on my walls. I thought this wouldn't be an issue, but staring at the void of nothing surrounding me is starting to make me edgy. So what should I put up there? That's from Good Idealists in Georgia. If you came to my brother and me live show, you could buy a hit poster to put up there.
Yeah.
How
I
about a
don't think
poster
that's what you're
featuring
asking.
Antonio Banderas,
Yeah.
Well,
star of stage and screen?
Concert posters are good. God, did we really just make the jump from scat cooking to interior design?
Whoa. We never said it was cooked poop.
Sorry. Yeah, concert posters. Anything that you can have a story for. Those are always fun.
You know what I've always wanted to do?
What's that, Travis?
And I don't know, like, it would depend on...
Can I guess eat Gina Davis's poop?
No, I haven't always wanted to do that. Not until I saw Earth Girls Are Easy. No, like, to have a bare wall, and it would depend on your lease, but to, like, draw or paint, like, your own mural or something,
that's
and
gonna
then you
look-
probably have to paint over it.
Sure, that's going to look real good.
I mean, if you're artsy in any way.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying I've seen your watercolors.
If you got
I can actually draw and paint very well, Griffin.
I know. I'm
McElroy.
saying I've seen your watercolors.
Because it sounds insincere. You're not coming
Hold on,
across
can
as
I
a
try again?
sincere person.
Can I
Yes.
try again? Oh, I've seen your watercolor. No, fuck.
Not helping. No, that's going the wrong way.
I've seen your watercolor. Nah,
That's better.
Okay.
Well, it's like Michael Maney. Do you remember his bedroom when he was
Sure,
a kid?
sure.
And it was just like on the wall. His parents would let him just like draw.
Illustrator of the My Brother and Me comic book origin story.
Yes.
Now the difference is that he is very good.
Yeah, but he was 8 at the time. Like, I'm saying, if mom and dad let me draw on the wall when I was 8, maybe I would be
Sure,
a very
yeah.
talented illustrator.
If mom and dad had let me drive a car at 8 years old, I would be a NASCAR driver right now.
I'm saying.
Is that the way it works?
That is
Yeah.
basically it. Yeah. Eight is basically the cutoff for any career aspiration.
Just like Travis stopped aspiring to make love to women at the age of 5.
Yeah.
Apparently. It's frozen in time.
Yeah, guys.
Frozen in sexual amber.
After I met my 5-year-old girlfriend, Sexual Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bad about that. I don't think in my apartment in Chicago, my walls are completely bare in my bedroom, and it was depressing. It was like sleeping in a jail cell. So you gotta have something.
But don't
what do you
go
guys-
just like posters, just like taped up bare. Like,
What do you guys...
No,
let's just do it.
if you don't put your fucking posters in a frame, hang up this podcast. I don't want to. You don't deserve to hear the words from our mouths because you're a caveman. I'm just gonna use sticky tack. Oh, that's gonna look really great on the walls. Oh, and the poster will be real bumpy afterwards. Good.
I love it.
And it'd probably rip. Oh, it'd be so
Yeah,
good.
What do you guys have hanging right now? What's surrounding you right now?
Right now,
I have-
in the room.
Sorry.
In the room you're in. I'm gonna start with Travis.
Okay, great. I'm sitting in my living room.
Oh, God.
I've got lots of pictures of friends and family on the walls.
Why are you in the living room?
Because this is where I record, man. It's where I live.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
And I've got a painting that Teresa's sister did that's lovely. A welcome sign from our old house. And
Those-
some shelves with candles on them. Shelves is a fucking great way to go. Get like standalone shelves. You put all kinds of shit on there.
Man, what can't you put on a shelf?
You can put anything on a shelf.
That is our new My Brother and Me. Shelves is fucking great. Travis McElroy. These shelves
I'm just
am nice.
Tchotchkes,
When we put our shelves up, it changed the way our house looks.
knives, shot glasses,
Mm-hmm.
butter
Little
dishes,
like skulls with candles on them. You know, just
staple
whatever.
boxes, masking tape,
Dead
guitar
animals.
picks, everything. Everything goes up there.
I've got a little. I've got my Harvey Danger poster from the concert we went to in Chicago. Their next to last performance. I've got a Life Well Wasted poster, and I've got one of those little height meters to show how much I've grown.
That's my special boy.
A lot of people think it's weird. A lot of people think it's weird to do that to yourself, for yourself, when you move to a new apartment every single year since you were
When you're 25.
since you were 19 years old. But
But
I want to know just how my bones are doing, how my skeleton's doing. You know?
Okay, so you're keeping track of how much you're shrinking year to year.
No, it's pretty much plateaued.
right.
So it's really just one line that I keep drawing over and over again. Also, I should mention, in different apartments every single year. That part's important. Right now, I have
Yeah.
no metric to measure it against, I guess. It's just nice for people to know, because maybe I'm getting robbed, and they start in my office, which is where it is, and then they go into the office and say, oh, shit, this guy's 5'10". Let's get the fuck out of here. You know?
You know what you should do?
What's that?
Take it one step further.
Okay.
And have somebody outline you on the wall.
Oh, that's fun.
And then just keep outlining you to see if you're getting fatter.
Somebody, the last person who owned my home, measured their daughter's height on the inside of my kitchen cupboard, and I discovered that it was this.
Why did they keep their daughter in the cupboard?
No.
It was just written on there.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, so in my room, there's
This is going to take a half hour.
Yeah.
you have a-
I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's boring.
Yeah.
I recently started a new job, and I got a problem. My manager burps constantly, never excuses himself. He mentioned once that he burps when he is hungry, but that would mean he's hungry all the time. The other day, your boss is Yogi Bear. The other day, I think he burped in front of a customer and didn't say anything. Also, these are not little burps. Should I say something to him? If so, what should I say? Is this just a guy trying the... Is this just a guy thing that girls just have to deal with? I was bullied by a burper in elementary school, so maybe I'm more sensitive to burps. Please help me out. Grossed out in Greenwich, who works for Travis.
Pretty sure it's Greenwich.
No.
Greenwich. I don't know why I said Greenwich. I'm so sorry. You edited that, so I said
Okay. Oh, a dog.
A, burps are completely natural.
Travis
B,
burps.
this gentleman needs to learn to excuse himself.
Travis burps.
Did you say egg burps?
Because I'm here to tell you, egg burps are the pits, and they are the most unnatural thing.
I said the letter A.
Okay, it sounded like egg.
Burp.
So are you hungry right now? Is that a burp?
I actually am very hungry. I have not eaten all day.
Okay.
The first time God smelled an egg burp, he was like, "I did not make that.
That one sounded.
I blew it.
This
I
is
blew
not
it.
of my. This is not of my creation."
That one's on Satan. That was a
Actually,
Satan burp.
I have not eaten in the last 3 days to avoid burping. I'm trying to cut back.
I appreciate that. No,
Because
Travis
I'm very
burps a
lonely.
lot. Travis has the dyspepsia.
I have a disease.
You have a
He
disease.
tries to blame it on disease, but it's really just rude. I don't know what. I
It's not
understand
rude.
That,
How is it
The
rude?
disease doesn't
Well,
make you,
you have-
open your fucking mouth when you burp like you do.
If I don't burp, I'll vomit.
You
the,
close
the
your.
disease doesn't make you go to the trophy store and buy one every time.
I'm just saying. I had one once that was like 3 minutes long. It sounded like a demon was coming out of me, and it was epic.
That's
How does
fine,
the
but
disease prevent you from covering your goddamn mouth
Or
every
not
time?
buying
because I'm not a
t-shirt.
child. I'll burp when I want to in my own goddamn house.
but you're,
not at your
often
house,
not
you're
in
at
your
my
house.
I'll burp in your house. I'll burp in anyone's house. I would not, could not in a house.
One time I actually heard Travis burp out the words Cincinnati King of Burps. Which,
To be fair, that was during a job interview, and I nailed it.
no,
And now I'm this person's boss.
I am
So I'm climbing up the ladder.
I'm afraid I might have it. I've this past year I've been burping a lot, and it's really not from a place of pride like Travis. I'm deeply ashamed every time I do it, and I live with my girlfriend now, so she has to like. I always try to be dainty
So that's a
about
sin
it.
trying to come out.
I try to be
Right.
dainty, probably. I try to be dainty about it, but it's there's just nothing doing, and I always feel this need to just apologize profusely every time
You
it
should
happens.
just hide it behind a lace fan. Mm-hmm. Put your gloved hand to the back of your hand to your mouth
Right.
and hide it because apparently you're a Victorian.
And then
person.
I
just burp like an American.
I faint every time too, which is nice.
That's the vapors.
No, it's horrible. It's disgusting. You're farting with your mouth, and like you wouldn't.
In all seriousness, you should not, this dude is wrong burping at a professional workplace in front of customers as your boss. Don't get me wrong, I celebrate my burps at home with friends where it's safe.
It's not, but go on.
But I'm saying, I think that you're perfectly in the right to the next time he does it, be like, hey, Chet, cut it out.
You realize that
That's
when
gross.
I'm like staying over at your house on a trip or something like that, and you burp, the first thing I don't think is, oh, this is a really safe environment for me to be in. I feel,
You don't think, well, I'm a guest in his house. So
no, I think,
guess
are
we can
you
rule right
fucking
now.
kidding me?
I'm holding a burp right now, you guys, because I love you and I love our listeners.
When I know Griffin's coming to my house, I I turn on a nice Scentsy. I'll maybe select a scent cake to put in, something I know he'll enjoy. When Griffin goes to Travis's house, Travis just burps in his face and shouts, "Dominance!"
Yeah.
Listen, I will not be bullied.
Yeah.
All right, Berbers unite. Stand
question
up. I think it's an old fashioned. You might as well be telling me about how you're gonna get a phosphate down
Yeah.
the soda fountain with and then pin a girl and go steady.
Okay.
We're adults. It's 2012. Burp if you want to. It
No.
shouldn't be offensive.
You burped
It's an archaic rule.
What are you
Manners-wise,
talking about?
How does it upset anyone?
You
In
burped
what
so
way?
hard once my beer fell over.
How does it affect anyone other than being children and giggling at it because it's burping?
'Cause it
Grow up,
smells
ladies and
like
gentlemen.
all the
Burp loud,
food you've
burp
eaten.
Proud.
It's
Burp
Okay,
loud.
how-
Burp proud.
How far do you extend this? Like, do you shit in your hands and throw it at people? Say,
No, of
gobble that up,
course not.
Gobble that up. Pretend I'm Gina Davis. Like, what are you?
No, because that has. I also don't burp in people's faces. I don't sneak up behind them while they're napping and burp in their ears as loud
So
as I can.
you would
Though that
excuse
would be
yourself-
hilarious.
You would excuse yourself to the corner to defecate in, like some sort of beast. Is that what you're saying to me,
Listen, one
Some
step
of
at
us-
a time.
Travis? Some of us are trying to live in a society
right.
over
Yeah,
here.
and I'm trying to make this society safer with people with my disease.
You're saying when you make it sound like you're throwing up invisible vomit, it's because it's for a fucking cause?
You're making a point.
Well, no, it's because I enjoy burping.
It's the
Okay.
Travis is on the March of Grimes.
oh.
Oh man.
You are horrible. Eat better. Just eat better. Just treat yourself
Please
better
be
food wise.
Hey, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what's going to help you afford all the organic free range stuff that you need to keep your tummy gurgles under control?
What's that?
The Money Zone. I got this message. It's from
Urgent message, sir.
urgent message for Cross the Wires from boyfriend Dan. This one's going out to Becky. He says, "Happy birthday,
Here's a
Becky."
slow jam for Becky.
Here's a slow jam for Becky. I'll make love to you by Boys to Men. So you got me hooked on MBMBaM from the first time we talked, so I figured there's no better way to wish you a happy birthday than a shout out from the McElroy brothers. The last 3 months have been the best ever, and yada yada yada. You get the idea.
Hey.
He says, and here's to more ahead. Love you.
They're in love. You get it. You
Blah,
don't need-
blah, blah. Gross.
Listen. Either you're in love and you feel intimidated, or you're not in love and you feel alone. Like nobody needs to.
How did we serve as the inception of romance? How did that?
I don't want to know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you connect it to. There's this great show where 3 real ass brothers talking about eating celebrity defecation. Did you want to go out again, or what's up? Am I good?
To be fair, I want to make it clear that we're not talking about eating their poop recreationally.
I can't talk about it again.
Okay.
I'm sorry I keep bringing it up. It's like a scab that I can't pick at, but I can't eat. Thank you, Billy Crystal, for your scab. Scott Bragan. This is from Britty. This is the message. Travis, read it.
Sky's turning 26. He's an amazing drummer, but also incredibly multi-talented. He has mad art skills and is returning to school to get his BFA. He skydives on the weekends and is 4th Q in Aikido. But first and foremost, Scott is one of my closest friends and is very fun to be around. Lots of love.
Well, that's nice. I'm glad you guys are pals. And Scott,
I'm glad that Scott is doing Sky Aikido.
Scott kind of makes me feel a little self-conscious, honestly. There's doing a lot of...
He's doing
He's
too
got
much.
a lot. You got a lot going on, you know? I don't really enjoy that.
Scott, you should stop drumming.
Stop drumming and maybe with the martial arts. I want to feel better
Just
about
cut
me.
back. Go to like 2nd Q.
Yeah.
There's one way for me and Scott to settle who is the best. By the way, it's Scott. And we're going to play Outlast. Now, here's Outlast. I talked with Thomas, who built Outlast, and it is my new favorite idea for a iPhone game. So, you guys know Hands on a Hard Body? You know that idea where
Go
it's
on.
Oh yeah. Do tell. Where a bunch of people put their hands on a truck or car.
Oh, yeah.
And
And
then
then the car drives off, and then
the car drives off. And they're like, "Wait, my hand!" No, the last person to leave their hand out with. So Outlast is a game like that. It splits your iPhone screen into a red half and a blue half. Both people put a finger or thumb on the screen on their half, and then the game starts. And the game is only who leaves their finger or thumb on the longest. If you try to jostle it, you both lose. Now
So you
I know
could,
what
like
you're
do it and then like burp in their face.
burp in their face, and they're like, "Oh, I gotta get out of here." And if they leave it, take it off, they're lose. Now here's where it gets really fantastic. If they before the game starts, each person logs into their Twitter account if they have Twitter. Each person logs into their Twitter account and writes a tweet for the other person. And if that person loses, that tweet is instantly deployed with no.
Oh, shit.
Right. So
That's
Griffin logs into
epic.
his Twitter account. I log into mine, and then I write something that Griffin will tweet if he loses.
Like, can't wait to eat Gina Davis's poop.
yeah.
Yeah, something like that. If yeah.
Spoiler alert:
exactly.
we're both writing that.
Yeah. So yeah, and you or you can play for whatever stakes you want, but I think the idea of Twitter stakes are pretty fantastic. You can get it on the App Store to search for Outlast. It's 99 cents. But what I would also recommend is that you follow Can't Outlast on Twitter, because it retweets messages from people who lost the game. And hey, if you want, put MBMBaM in your penalty tweet so we can see that you punished somebody, and then we can celebrate, because what we like more than anything is people antagonizing in their name. Now,
And also people crushing people.
yeah, and really tearing them down. Whatever sort of artifice of pride or ego they've built up, just to really
Just
dismantle
make
that
them as
piece by
small
piece.
as possible.
Now, Griffin, if you and Travis went up in this game in Outlast, let's say you're buying it right now, who would win?
Between
And to be
Travis,
clear, there's just one iPhone. Only one person needs this on their, and two people play it in person.
I've been kind of quiet while we talked about this, and it's actually because when Travis said I could burp in their face, then they have to quit, I couldn't stop thinking about just how miserable an experience that would be. So I think he would have the psychological edge over me.
Are you saying you maybe wouldn't even enter into this particular Thunderdome because for fear of?
I would do it just a matter of pride, but I think I would have him physically because I can go longer without eating sewage. But Travis can turn that sewage into power. You know,
But I'm also very easily distracted.
that is true.
That's true. If he gets bored with it, if he's like, "Oh, a butterfly," then you could
I'm out.
you could have the win. He's out.
Sure.
Because I'm going to try to catch that butterfly.
Yeah. You need two hands to do that.
What would your tweet be, Griffin, for Travis if you beat him?
Oh man. It'd probably just be a bunch of racial slurs.
Just one after the other.
Just
huh?
one after the other in a nonsensical chain. I really want to paint with a broad brush and make sure that he really offends every people group on the planet.
Do you know 140 characters worth of racial slurs? Do you? You think you could do it? Go ahead.
Oh, let's see. There's
Don't.
No, I'm going to stop Griffin from doing that. By the way, that's Outlast. It's 99 cents. get it. I'm gonna stop Griffin from listing all these racial slurs with a ball gag. I bought at extremerestraints.com for exactly this scenario.
Now, which ball gag are you going to go with, Justin? Because I've been researching this because I might buy a bunch of them for a play I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
And you can get a training ball gag, which is smaller than the normal ball gag, just to get you used to it.
And it's got a little bit of strawberry flavor just to make it a little more. Is that
well? And it's breathable, so it's got the holes in it.
Well,
you know,
that's
and
against the
you know,
whole. That's what are
well,
you
it's
doing?
just for
man?
training. It's to get you used to it. And then there's one that expands and you can pump it up, and the one that's like more of a leather wrap kind of deal.
Sure.
There's a huge variety of ball gags at extremerestraints.com.
There's a huge variety of pretty much every the fuck thing at extremerestraints.com. Masturbation toys, they got them. Penis pumps, they are there.
It's their bag, baby. Yeah.
It's their bag, baby.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
You guys remember that? You remember that good from Austin Powers?
Austin Powers.
Man, that was a good one.
You want to
Very nice.
Great success. Peanut butter jelly time.
Where you at?
Where you at? They got sex age. They got swings.
Sex
They
age?
got sex aids. They
Oh, I
got
don't want that.
Not that
Sounds
kind.
horrible.
They have the fun kind of sex aids.
Okay.
They have basically everything you could ever want, and you
And some stuff you might not even realize you want yet.
And some
Yeah,
stuff,
then you know.
let's be honest, terrifies the shit out of you.
Yeah, it'll make whatever weird thing you're into seem like comparatively super regs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun environment. Go over there and
is.
experiment, and when you do, use the coupon code. What's the coupon code?
It's Middleist.
Middleist. Use the coupon code Middleist to get 20% off.
MIDDLEST.
I think that's part of the fun is going on that roller coaster ride to realize just what your limits are, and you go
Yeah.
in and you say, "Oh, scented flavored lube, that sounds cool." A vibrator that seems pretty fun. The showstopper dildo. Okay, I think I passed it a
Yeah.
little bit. Let's backpedal a little bit and get back to territories where we feel
Find exactly where I'm comfortable.
fine.
So that
A
that's
dildo,
exactly
a
what
I
I'm saying.
candelabra.
guarantee there will be something there that you're comfortable
a
with.
dildo candelabra. I think
No, thank you.
I think we can hang.
And after you check it out, when you find a product you really like, go back to the site and write a review for it. Make sure that you say, this was awesome. I love the Childo.
unless you can't because you're too busy getting stuff.
Oh man.
My lady friend's sister got knocked up by a questionable suitor from your hometown. That's Huntington, West Virginia. We're headed to the wedding next month and seek your guidance for things to do in Huntington that don't involve feigning confidence in the unholiest of unions. That's from Andy and Kendall. God, I think the better question is, what can't you do?
Yeah.
We've prepared a musical number for just this situation.
Here we go. You ready? Get drunk.
That's
Griffin is correct. There are quite a few drinking establishments in Huntington.
just to name a few. You got our favorite Stumblers 2 still stumbling.
Real bar. Google it. There's Peckers. Is Peckers still around?
No, Peckers is now a teen nightclub.
Is it? What?
It is.
Because it was.
is.
This is the God's honest truth. It was a Christian themed nightclub, right? Called like Lamb of. Oh fuck! What was
Lamb
it
of
called?
God.
David.
Lamb of Babylon? No.
Lamb of Fun.
Fuck. No, there was Club Babylon, City of Sin.
That still exists. I
Which
think.
was an adjunct of the Pearl Ultra Lounge. Those were both in the same building, but two different names.
And that was the former Renaissance bookstore.
former Renaissance bookstore and for a short time jazz club.
You got the Thirsty Whale,
Mm-hmm.
which the Off the Shoulder Gentlemen's Club.
Of course. You could
the-
go to Hank's,
Hanks, Marks, Dave's.
St. Mark's Place.
I've recently been informed by Google that there's a place called Jackhammers
Oh man.
on Route 60, so make sure you get out there.
You go to Driftwood or Stonewall.
Yeah, those are both
Huntington's
great.
two gay bars.
Jackhammer,
For-
maybe a third
For
one. I
Huntington's
don't know.
two gay people.
It's a perfect fit. They each have all the space they can want. No, they're populous.
No.
What else?
They get hyphy. You got Hillbilly Hot Dogs. Just get yourself a Snuffy Dog with cheese or
Huntington Prime if you're looking for something a little fancier.
a little fancier.
You could go stare in the windows of the closed down theater. Keith
You
Albee.
Which one you
can
ask? Take your pick.
Take your pick. You can visit the burial place of Soupy Sales.
I don't. Is he dead?
Is he dead?
Uh,
He is dead.
you
He's
can go
not-
stare at the river for hours. Mm-hmm. Also, you're on a lot of meth.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, right. You could buy meth.
Oh,
You
buy
can make
meth. Yeah, sure. You can fight the urge to jump in that river, and just
Because you'll die.
let it take you.
Yep.
Let it take you down.
And I think those are all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Enjoy.
have a great trip. Make sure to look me up. There are tours by my home.
Ghost tours.
Ghost tours by my home 3 times daily.
Justin lives near a hospital, so a lot of spectral activity up there.
Yeah, I will take you on a ghost tour of some of Huntington's #1 most haunted places.
You
Ever tell you guys that story? I took a ghost tour in Savannah, where you go around the local locations, and really it's just an excuse to stop by local bars, and you drive around in a giant hearse and you stop at local bars and you get out and you buy some, even if they're not haunted or supposedly haunted, you can still buy alcohol because Savannah has open containers.
and
So
you
you
get
just-
all the spirits.
You get all the spirits you want, right? So you can get a travel and travel around. And at one of these breaks, at one of these beer breaks, the driver is talking to my father-in-law, and he said, "Where are you guys from?" And we said, "West Virginia," and he said, "Yeah, there's a prison there in West Virginia that is supposedly haunted, right?" And my father-in-law Tommy says, "Yeah, apparently it's one of the most haunted places in America." And the guy, I shit you not, says, "Well, most haunted is difficult to quantify."
Oh my god.
Is it? Is it, sir?
Is it?
If a
is it
place
difficult?
if a place had a ghost in it, it would become the most haunted place in the world.
Yeah.
one very bold ghost that was just like, I'm here.
They
Stop
will
by anytime.
They will trot that out though. Oh yeah, this is the most haunted. This is the most haunted Captain
Per
E's in
per
the
square
city.
foot, we got 1,000 ghosts a foot.
1,000. Yeah, there's so
they're all
many
real crammed in
ghosts.
like sardines. Can't walk from one end to the other without hitting a ghost.
It's really tricky to. Sorry, got a little ghost. Got a little ghost in my throat. Sorry.
sucked up some ghosts.
I'm gonna have some real bad Rio tomorrow, but that's tomorrow's problem. Eating
We
ghost
actually
gets.
had to build an annex onto the prison just to house all the ghosts. You don't even know where they're coming from at this
Do you
point.
know what I love about this fucking podcast?
What's that?
I can say things like eating ghosts give you diarrhea, and nobody will even notice or comment on it. That is the 53rd craziest, most awful thing that has been said in this episode.
Right.
It's like no big
Ghost
deal.
Ria.
Sometimes I feel like we've put enough material out into the world because there are so many layers of it, of where people will have to sort of absorb, peel apart the onion of upsettingness, and they will never really notice how upsetting each episode is.
Yeah.
I think we've upset things enough, basically.
Whenever somebody tweets about that they're just slam jamming episodes and they're gonna watch listen to 100 episodes in 2 weeks, I have to imagine they gotta be having just the fucking trippiest dreams.
Yeah.
It's just got to be a weird couple weeks of a very leaving Las Vegas sort of experience.
Let's do.
That's the one with the cage, right?
Yeah, they put the kid in the cage, and then they.
No, Nick Cage.
They
You-
dip
you're-
them
I'm
into the
sorry.
big containers of ghosts.
Yeah.
Sorry, Griffin, you were gonna say?
I was just saying, I had the kid in the cage, and
No, I got it.
So, how about one more Yahoo?
Yeah, let's do
It
it.
was sent in by Josh
I'm ready.
Dykes. Thanks, Josh. It's by Yahoo Answers user Anon21, who says, "Would you love your child if they turned into a snake?"
No, I think if a child. Wait. Can the
your
child
chi-
turn
your
back?
child.
Yeah, is it permanent or is he
it
like
permanent,
he's
or
an
is it-
animal?
See, I think that not well. First off, everybody knows that if an animal stays in his animal for longer than 60 minutes, they're stuck as that animal forever. Anyway,
I'm not saying he would remain the snake, Griffin. I'm saying that he becomes a snake.
in that 1
and he
hour
turns
window.
back.
Would you still love him? That's true. I feel like the uncertainty of knowing, is my kid ever going to be a human kid again?
Does he still have the mind of a human, or is he all snake?
Oh my God!
Because
Can you imagine
If
snake?
he's got mind of a human, yes, of course you still love him. But if he's all snake, he's gonna bite you if you try to love him.
Oh my god! But it's
Snake
even
body-
worse if he has the mind of
That's
a
what I'm
human.
saying. Snake body, snake teeth, and venom. but the brain of a human
But then
being.
we're getting into some fucking Kafka shit, and if he's got the mind of a human, then he's still like your boy.
I wouldn't-
But if he's
Yeah,
got
but
the mind
like
of a
he, like-
snake.
He spirals himself around your arm, and it's like, oh, nice, you're trying to give me a hug. That's really grody. Can you please get off me? I realize you're my
Can
child.
he still speak English, or does he only speak snake? Is he a parcel tongue?
I think it might. What's worse, the people who do that, or people who do treat their snakes like their children?
Oh.
Because there are those people too, and I don't want to be mistaken for one of them. If that
I
means
think I
never
would
to see my
rather
son
have a
again.
snake that was always a snake, because if I had a snake that used to be a child.
Well, yes,
It
Trev,
might-
that is
what-
not an option that has been afforded to these poor parents. I wish you were a snake all along. That's not it. The gypsy's curse.
No,
made
I'm
them.
saying that given there is a difference. Because if it
There's
was
a
always
difference
snake,
between a
but if
snake
if
that's
it
been a
was
snake
child
its
that
whole-
becomes a snake, it might have ghost memories.
Oh,
There's
It might-
the biggest difference, Travis. You're talking about the difference between buying something at the pet store and seeing your progeny transform
But
into
you
a
just
reptile.
you asked what's the difference between which worse. Those
There's
people are
nothing.
like,
There's nothing worse. It's not even up for grabs. You have to watch your child become scaly and cylindrical. That's the worst.
well, what
That's
about the people
worst
that have
thing.
monkey babies? Which one's worse? Getting a monkey treating it like a baby, or having a baby and have it turn into a monkey?
Wait, are you saying people who have monkey babies who buy monkeys and then treat them like the babies and put them in diapers and shit?
Yes.
Those people are the pets. They are the worst.
Okay.
I want both of you to imagine you have a son or a daughter.
Okay. All right.
No, let's go with a son.
Okay.
And it turned into a snake.
Uh-huh.
Let's cut the abstraction.
Okay.
Hey, cut the abstraction, you guys. Your kid just turned into a snake. Step
Oh,
one. What do you do?
How big a snake?
Up to you. Could be a corn snake. Could be a king rattler.
I'm gonna
first-
go with a boa constrictor.
Okay. Travis, what would you do first? What's the first thing you do?
I'd probably kill it.
Okay. Okay.
It's an abomination against man and God.
Okay. Okay. On the next episode of True Blood, it's short. It's a short ep.
Well, here's what I need to know.
Okay.
And I bet this is one of those things I just couldn't know beforehand.
Okay.
When I kill it,
Yeah.
does it turn back into a kid?
Oh, that's bad.
Because
Isn't it?
then I got to deal with the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just real quick, I want to back up to True Blood. Would that show be as popular if instead of vampires they were snakes?
I think it would still be a pretty good show.
Yeah, it's just
that which sustains you. Sustains me. Okay.
because everybody does know when you get bit by a snake, you do turn into one.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's the slowest fucking process.
That is the plot of the Bible. You may recognize that as the Bible, what the Bible's about. Thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast. It's called My Brother, Me, and it's in theory an advice show. Thank you to people who wrote into us in physical space. We got one from we got
Really?
yeah, I know. We got a postcard from Xena. We got another postcard from Janelle and Jen. And we got a postcard from we got a letter from Eric Bailey that just says he enjoys our work and is grateful for our talent. I also got another postcard that had a delightful picture of three mountaineer men that compared us to them that I thought was very funny, but it's not at my fingertips right now. If you want to write us, it is P.O. Box, just do Justin McElroy, P.O. Box 54, Huntington, West Virginia, 25706, and we will check that out, and it makes my day to have something. Send anything you want.
When
I
you
don't
when you
care.
go to the post office to get your mail, do the people there look at you like you're like a big deal?
Yeah, they say like, wow, this guy looks kind of famous.
How long do you think before they hand you a big canvas sack that says fan mail?
Or how long before
Well-
you walk in there and they're like, "Hey, something of yours set off the anthrax alarm."
Your
Thank
box
you-
exploded.
Yeah.
Thank you to people.
Now, hey man, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It looks like your box exploded. Yeah, someone sent something in a big box, said cookies on it, but I don't think it had cookies in it because goddamn box exploded, man.
Poor Larry the Cable Guy. He's had a bad run, man.
Hey man, that box of cookies really got her done.
Boy, ain't right. What? Amersman. People who tweeted about the show. Jordan Snyder. Joey Blanton. Kat. Tyler Matheson. Oscar Gomez. Mondrial. D. McRitt. Evan is awesome. Indy Mike. thank you guys so much for tweeting about the show. Use the MBMBAM hashtag if you do that, and we'll be sure that we read all those pretty obsessively. Also, might I suggest following, and maybe this is gauche of me to suggest following it, but I would suggest following MBMBAM Wisdom at MBMBAM Wisdom. That account retweets quotes from our show, and they make us sound.
They
funny
very
when we are.
nicely tweeted at me to say that after I accused them of stealing all of our jokes, like the Carlos, I think I called them the Carlos Mencia of Twitter. They tweeted at me to inform me that that is not what they were doing, which I guess nullifies the crime. I guess we're all okay now.
So thank you to everybody who tweets about the show, and thank you to everyone. We
Griffin,
love
are you
very
certain
much.
it's not Carlos Mencia?
No.
It may be, in fact,
Oh,
Carlos
shit.
Mencia. The email address for our show is mbmbam@maximumfun.org. While you're typing those letters in, why not copy and paste the maximumfun.org part? Go listen to other shows like Throwing Shade, Stop Podcast, Yourself, Jordan Jesse Go, Bullseye, Judge John Hodgman, and go to the forums.
And Memory Palace.
And Memory Palace. It's there. It's in the family.
I want to thank John Roderick and the Long Winters for the use of our theme song. It's a departure off the album, Putting the Days to Bed. When I edit the episode, I just sort of drop it in. I don't really listen to it, but I gave a listen to the episode. I think maybe the last one we did. Man, god damn, that song's so good.
It's a good
It's such
song.
a high
Good job,
energy
man.
way to start the show, and just thank
Yep.
you guys for letting us use it. Our show wouldn't be the same with any other song.
Yeah.
So you want?
And also release another album.
Yeah. What the
for me?
fuck, guys?
What the fuck?
And put us in the liner notes.
This final Yahoo was sent in by Emily Wall. Thank you, Emily.
Our picture, just a tasteful
It's
picture.
by Yahoo Answers user.
Like a full size, like one whole cover, just
Our
us.
face is on the record, so when it spins around in the record player, you'll see our
Change
face.
the name of the
Call
band.
us, call the record My Brother, and Me.
Change the name of the band to the Long McElroys. This
Well, yeah.
this final Yahoo was sent in by Emily Wall. Thank you, Emily. It's by Yahoo Answers user Jonathan, who asks, "Help! My computer is playing Jackie Chan Adventures, and I don't know why."
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis
I'm
McElroy.
Griffin McElroy.
This has been my brother, me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Man, these girls are smart, 3 stacks. These girls are smart. Play your part.